I guess I would describe it as a book for youth exploring how fashion can be used for more. Exploring different cultures and how they're using something like what they wear or how they do their hair or makeup can reflect their history and their culture and their story. And why, a visual medium like fashion or style in general is the best way to do that. I mean, I just on a celebrity front, I've been inspired by someone like Harry Styles just because everything he wears is like breaking the rules of what, a male singer should be wearing. But I don't know if he would be my style icon. I don't even know. It's not even about like even if their style is good. It's like if they're committed to what they're wearing. It's greatly influenced. The Ojibwe tribe is like all known for its floral imagery a lot and like really great beadwork. So I think in turn that made me really love color and I prints. As you can see, that's often what I gravitate towards is like a really bright print or like really fun colors. And I never really realized that maybe that's what influenced my style. But now that I think about it, it's like the most obvious thing ever. You know what I mean? Like my sister, like, beads, and like she used to be a powwow dancer. And I think just seeing all of that all the time, like shaped. I did go through like a phase where I just wore black when I moved to New York, as you do. But I think I've gone back to the color now. I think my personal style is filled with a lot of indigenous designers. I'm wearing Jamie Okuma right now. So I think that my style centers a lot around that at the moment, but more generally, I would say it's a little bit sleazy chic. I love a lot of the 70s, like big collars and like people would wear in like Miami Vice, like, kind of like a little bit raunchy, but like elevated. I don't That's my current vibe. It was so hard to narrow down what we would include. Like I did so much research and found so many inspiring things that I was like going off in a million directions. Luckily I had a good editor who like helped me narrow it down. And I think just the most important thing I learned was all the different cultures I learned about. Like I'm not an expert in any of these things that I've written about. I didn't know some of the stories. I didn't know that cosplaying was, oftentimes very like size, what's the word, restrictive and like can be like fat phobic sometimes. I didn't know that. I didn't know that like, people struggled with beauty growing up and like not being able to find their shade and like all these experiences I did not know. I mean, I had an idea, but to hear it firsthand from all these people, that was the biggest thing for me. Was I learned just as much as I hope everyone else will learn. That was like the best part, really. It was really hard, like I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, it's like you just have a certain amount of space. So I think what we did was just making sure that we touch as many different cultures and communities as possible. Obviously, we missed some, it's not all encompassing. But it was just making sure that way that we have enough voices and much variety. And that's how I kind of narrowed it down. But there were so many others that I wanted to do. Like, I need a part two. Oh my god. Well, I'm actually a very secret gamer. Like I love video games. Specifically like horror, like zombie video games. So I think if I were to cosplay, I don't know, probably a character from Resident Evil. Maybe like Jill Valentine. I mean, she's always my favorite character that I always play. Um, Maybe I'd give her a go. But that's the thing is like, who knows? Because if I went to I don't know, Comic Con, there might be rules that I can't play a female character. Like there's still very siloed categories. So that was shocking to me too, because I thought cosplay was all about having fun and like being who you want to be, but that's not always the case, which is crazy.